Hi everybody, it's day 28 of Beginning a New Day series of videos. We're 28 days in, and here we go. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. What I do today is important because I am exchanging a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving in its place something I've traded for it. I want it to be gain, not loss, good, not evil, success, not failure, in order that I shall not regret the price that I paid for it. So, to-dos. I attempted to get my first email together to send out this morning, and I did not get it done before I was exhausted and needed to go to bed. So it did not get done. I just couldn't push through it. I ran into some issues with MailChimp. I was hoping to add a few of my products using their drag and drop platform for my email, and the synchronization happening between my Shopify account and MailChimp's builder is I can't modify the version of the t-shirt I want to show, meaning I have 10 different colors of the t-shirt and I can't change the color. So I preset all of the t-shirts to show up as the black t-shirt on my website, and that was just to maintain some consistency. Now I'm starting to regret that. So it's another one of those things you learn as you go on throughout the whole process of building stuff. So I don't know how I'm going to get around that other than to just build a section specific for each of those t-shirts manually instead of relying on the synchronization happening with my website, which would have been a hell of a lot easier if I would have just chosen the right color to begin with. But unfortunately, that doesn't give you a lot of flexibility in designing an email and showing different colors to your customers. So that's one of the drawbacks of the limitations of the synchronization, I guess. So I'm a little bummed about that because it means more time to do what I would need to do, basically. And I may have to rethink my strategy on how I'm adding the products to my website so I'm not pigeonholed to one consistent product color all the time, I guess. We'll see. That's a little thinking I'll have to do on my end. But I would like to get that newsletter done. It's basically giving my handful of subscribers the last opportunity to purchase before the Valentine's Day holiday. So I'm going to highlight a couple of Valentine's holiday themed t-shirts. And I'll throw in a couple of little love-based stuff. So it'll be simple, but at least it's getting in front of everyone. And that's the intent of the newsletter, is just to stay in front of everyone. You don't want people to forget about you. So I'd like to get that done. Let's see. Facebook ad is pretty much said and done. I think I have $2 left on my ad spend that will be eaten up today. Facebook isn't going to leave any dollars behind, so they'll take care of that today. The results are pretty much similar to what they were yesterday. I think I had 4 additional clicks come to the website yesterday. It was running low on dollars as of yesterday. Facebook ran a lot over the weekend. So that experiment has pretty much come to a conclusion. Because I ran one ad earlier, so I ran 2 ads total for this campaign. I started one as a conversion ad, and I moved to a pay-per-click ad. So I spent a little more than the $50 I wanted to spend. I spent about $60 in total between the 2 ads, but I turned that first one off. So $60 in, no sales from it, traffic to the website. I had 64 visitors to the website total, and each of those clicks cost me the average cost of 75 cents for somebody to come to my website. So clearly, it's always better to have somebody come to your website for free, which is why organic traffic is what everybody wants, and which is why Google and being ranked at the top of Google searches is so important. So you're not paying for people to come to your website. Now, ads are always a good opportunity to drive traffic to your website. It's not necessarily the most sustainable model. You don't want to have to pay for people to come to your website all the time. So that's why the focus is on building content, information, tools, things that people are interested in finding on the web, so they come to see you when they're in that position. So, long story short, Facebook ad delivered 64 clicks, 75 cents per. It was literally split down the middle of 32 males and 32 females. 78% were under the age of 35, and over 50% of that 18 to 35 was 18 to 24. So much younger skewing, and that was to be anticipated, as I mentioned. So in a nutshell, first experiment didn't go as well as I had hoped, which is I was hoping to get a couple of sales out of the deal. But I did get some legitimate data, and it did support many theories on the audience that would be interested in what I'm doing. So I think that is going to help steer some additional opportunities as I look to do some more advertising down the road. So good learnings. To-dos for today, I'm just going to try to get that newsletter done, and I still have one employee who has not submitted his size to fulfill the Homes for Heroes 28 shirt order. So once I get that one guy, we're good to go, and I'll put that in, and we'll see if I get that today. Hopefully I can get that sale done ASAP. Word for the day today is tough, and I chose tough. I don't know why I chose tough. There wasn't really any major reason. I guess it was just, maybe it was the passing of Kobe Bryant and watching or realizing the struggle that family is about to go through. So tough is an attribute that I admire about people, because there is no, you will live your life and you will experience incredibly challenging moments, extreme adversity in some instances. Some of you will experience more hardships than others, harder hardships than others. But I think the reality that we all have to keep in mind is each of us have had tough struggles in our lives and things where we've had to be tough basically to get through those scenarios. And that's everybody. Everybody has had those. And I think we just have to keep that in mind as we're working with other people, living with other people, trying to relate to other people, because we've all walked challenging journeys and we have faced difficult situations, and you have to be tough in some of those scenarios to get through it. Like the Kobe Bryant family, they're going to go through the grieving process, and that is a very difficult and challenging process. I have gone through it. I know what loss is. So there are important things for an individual to realize when they're going through difficult challenges like that. It is okay to be tough. It is okay to try to move on. It is okay to try to get back into normalcy, if you will, but you have to give yourself the opportunity to go through the phases of struggle. And you can't It's easy to say, but you can't bury it. You cannot just put it aside and ignore it. It will not go away. It will be with you. And until you face it and literally go through it, it will be a difficult part for you. And that's where the toughness comes in. That's what being tough means, is facing it. It's not putting it aside or burying it or ignoring it and moving on. It's literally going through it. That's the tough part. That's what makes you tough. That is what teaches you to deal with the adversity of challenges and teaches you to work with individual or be compassionate towards individuals who are going through things like that, who may not be operating at 100%, who may be driving you crazy, who may be pissing you off. But you have to understand what it is to go through challenging instances and show your toughness before you can really understand what another person is up against or going through. So that was kind of a long-winded perspective on tough, but I have a lot of admiration for those who go through adversity, who go through challenges, who go through struggle and pain, and don't just set it aside because it hurts or it's hard. I have done that in my life. I have tried to just move past it without dealing with it. I've done that. It doesn't work. I'm telling you, it does not work. You will face it at some point. You will have to face it. So I'm still dealing with struggles that I'm not facing 100%. And, that's, sometimes it's just easier. But it's not going to go away, and you're just dragging it out. So, to be tough, face the challenge. Face it head on. Work through it. Be patient. Give yourself some time to work through it. It's not going to just fix itself, and you're not going to fix it. It's not going to be a quick fix. So it will take time and effort and patience and understanding and toughness. So on that note, if you know anyone who is struggling, who is having a tough time, who is dealing with unfortunate circumstances, just remind them to stay tough, stay the course, keep working through it, and it will pass. They'll get through it. If you are the individual who is facing that, the message is the same. Stay tough. Keep going through it. Everything will work itself out. But stay tough and keep doing it. I think that's it for today. I'm Luke Felber, you're with True Mydentity. And head over to TrueMydentity.com and pick up a t-shirt, reveal your true identity. And if being tough is part of who you are and you're proud of that, you should be. Just make sure that you're being tough and facing those challenges and compassionate on the other end. That's it. Have a great day, everyone.